incentives. This is going to be a Romany spread. It's going to be for a sign. Very lucky. They're lucky in love. That's what's coming in here. At this point in time, you are very lucky, extremely lucky. And love vibes. This is also for someone who is really holding back. They're having a time when they're dedicated to being rather disciplined. So they don't mind falling in love. Somebody doesn't mind falling in love, and yet they're going to be very strict about how they go about doing it. You know, it could be various reasons for this, other people and the things they've been through, just thinking about everything that happens in relationships and seeing other people's relationships disintegrate, and having some critiques about that coming into play. For many people, they're not really ready to move forwards for this sign that's coming up. I'm going to check it out. But for some of you, it's going to resonate. Those of you who are ready to focus. All right, so Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, you're ready to focus on past, present, and future. This Romany spread, it is coming in as for you. What this is a 3-row spread of 7 cards apiece in each row. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. So Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. There has been some enemy who has been really bothersome in your past. You have been hanging on for dear life. Very resilient though. No matter what problems came in, you have been a bit feisty, a bit stressed and angry and ambitious, whether it's been toned down or not because of these circumstances. There has been a lot of gossip about you going on in the past. You have had a huge choice to make. You have had time to self-reflect, and you have looked into what you can do as far as things that left you feeling like you could have made some opposite choices, some different choices, and maybe had some of you guys a bit salty in the past. And so you've had to deal with that, unfortunately enough, as it has been. When it comes to the present, you are in adventure mode. You are ready to take calculated risks when it comes to your goals. Even if you're ambivalent, you have this healthy spirit to where after you have some rest and relaxation, you're ready to move forward. You know, you may take breaks, and yet you're still onto something. Even if you don't end up doing one thing, you bounce on to something else because you're very creative. That's what's coming in here too. You're very, very ready to go out there no matter what the dangers. When it comes to the things that you really want, you are ready to work with fate, whatever fate has handed you in your plate. You're ready to pick and choose, look over it for the nutritional values or for whatever you want out. You will go out there. Some people will call it, you know, crazy wild, taking chances, but this is a gambling energy here, and it has brought on some contentment. This is within the present, although some temptation, some urges have been a part of everything that's going on, because you do realize there is this temptation that's in the background constantly as you try to maneuver through various circumstances and move towards what you really want and things that you're really drawn to and people who you find interesting. So that's what's going on as far as the past and the present. Let's take a look at the future. You may be overworking yourself at times when you get really into what you're doing. You are very sharing. However, come what may, you feel better about the tokens that you can put in slots for other people, just really helping people out. You have a lot of hope that you can get past any scenario where things are crumbling, breaking apart, breaking down, you know, um, not working out in the best light. There is strong action that you're going to be taking in the future. You're going to be up against something that calls for strong action, and you will have some emotional upheaval as you work through something torrential, and you may have some sleepless nights. All in all, that is what's coming in for what you have going on. You may have to look deep within to really break down what you're willing to compromise and what you're not willing to compromise. So if you feel like there is a spiritual battle you're going through, you may look at people coming at you in certain ways of, okay, is this going to validate the principles I stand for? And, is something else going to shun those principles? And whether or not you are willing or able to really deal with knowing that you could be compromising your beliefs deep down inside. So, this is something that is very important and is coming up in your future for you to deal with. All right. So that is a wrap on the past, present, and future Romany reading. Toodles.